you are making an introduction to a number of devices, hardware, chief among them the AirLight Pro.
Yeah.
Why is that significant for L'Oréal?
Well, it's significant for many reasons. First of all, we truly believe that the future of beauty is this combination of science, chemistry, and technology for a beauty that's going to be both more inclusive, more personalized, and more sustainable. And AirLight Pro is the perfect demonstration of all three. It's more sustainable because it saves energy, 30% less energy. It's more inclusive because we've managed to create add-ons to this hairdryer that allows to recognize the different types of hair, curly hair versus straight hair. And it's very personalized because it can have your name on and it can be programmed to get the best performance. And it's really increased performance because hair dries faster, is more moisturized. So it's really the combination of what L'Oréal stands for, i.e. providing consumers with the best beauty experience and beauty products.
So with that sort of high spec list, the target is actually the consumer, not necessarily in the salon or in industry.
Well, it's also the salon. You know, L'Oréal was born with hair salons. Our founder, Eugene Schueller, created the first safe hair dye for salons. So we actually developed this hair dryer with the Zuvi startup, the engineers, but also with hairstylists that were put to contribution to design every bit of it and to make sure that the product we were creating was satisfactory to them because they are the best experts in hair.
There's AirLight Pro, then there is a range of devices that are focused on color, and then there's Meta Profiler, which is in partnership with Giorgio Armani.
Yeah.
And that is where the AI competence seems to come in. Talk to me about L'Oréal's AI competence.
Well, we've been using AI for years now.
Have you?
Yeah, we have. I'm not talking about generative AI, but I'm talking about AI because we have, for example, this tool that's called Fast Color, which helps us use all the knowledge we have of dyes, of hair color results, and to create much faster new hair color combinations. So we've been using AI for a while. We're using AI to improve the efficacy of our advertising, but more importantly, in the product you're talking about, Meta Profiler, we're using AI to really help the consumer have the most accurate diagnosis of the state of their skin and therefore be recommended the best products because your skin and my skin are very different. We may not use the same Armani product, and Meta Profiler will help both of us make the right choice, and that's how we increase our satisfaction.
Nicolas, how big is the market for all this? The devices, the hardware, in a dollar value or a euro value?
Well, we're not going to be communicating on dollar value because it's very hard to assess. Because I'll give you the example of the diagnosis. We're talking about Meta Profiler. When you're in a counter and you're giving advice to a consumer, if you just chit-chat and have a man or woman to woman advice, conversion rate is 9%. So 9% of women will buy something.
In terms of a sales conversion,
yeah.
Right?
When you do it with this type of tool, like Meta Profiler, it goes up to 73%. So you can see that it's not just how much Meta Profilers we're going to be selling. Actually, we're not selling this one, but it's how much products and how much satisfaction will generate through its usage. Of course, we have high ambitions for this AirLight Pro product in combination with L'Oréal Professional, but it's too early to tell in terms of dollars.
You have a technology footprint in my hometown, San Francisco. You have teams working on R&D, and you've developed these products. My question is why? You could have gone out and bought a beauty technology startup or several technology startups and just acquired the technology.
Well, what we're trying to do is to tap into a very wide ecosystem of startups, and there's not one startup that does it all. So what we like to do is to combine our expertise, our knowledge, our data. We have 10 petabytes of data on beauty with startups that are focused on specific solutions. And here, the example of Zuvi, they were working on hair dryers. They presented a new version last year. It was called Halo. And we've been working together to make this AirLight Pro as the best hair dryer on earth, I hope. And we worked with others for the L'Oréal Water Saver, which is device that allows to save water when you rinse your hair, 60% less usage of water, which is very important in today's day and age. And this is another startup which we've actually finalized the acquisition of, by the way. We've started investing in them. So every startup, and we'll see here at the CES that there are many, many more that come up with ideas, different types of expertise, which we try to combine with our own knowledge.
It is a great pleasure to be with you here in Las Vegas. You have flown in, I have flown in, and people from all around the world have flown in. So I want to ask you about the travel retail market. You know, there was softness towards the end of last year. What signs are you seeing about that business line in the new year?
Well, I think there are two sides to this story. On the one hand, there's the travel retail overall. I think it remains a fantastic business. People are traveling again, and travel retail has always been and will remain a fantastic showcase for our brands. Many consumers actually discover our brands when they are in these airports, and they are very valuable customers. What's been happening over the last couple of months or last year is a reset of the Asian travel retail market with changes of practices, and that has affected the sales to consumers and the sales of this market. I think this is going to be getting better progressively over the 2024 year, and probably the second half of 2024, which should be very good for travel retail.
It's hard to come to CES and talk about beauty, automotive, consumer electronics and find something in common. But I think one thing that they do have in common is that everyone wants to know about the Chinese consumer and the China market because of the spending power. The European Union and China are in talks, in working groups. The issue that was identified for your industry, beauty, was that China wanted disclosures about the composition of the goods you want to sell in that market, and there was concern about the volume of data that you have to hand over. Where are we at in that process?
Well, first of all, I have to, reaffirm my total confidence in the future of the Chinese market. It will remain a very important source of growth for L'Oréal and for the beauty market, because middle classes are going to be increasing. So we continue to invest in the Chinese market, and then there are rules on this market that you have to respect. And I think today we managed to respect the Chinese regulations without disclosing all the secrets of our recipes, which make us the number one beauty company in the world.
What is going to be the L'Oréal technology story in 2024, if you can just pick one?
Well, I think AirLight Pro is definitely going to be a great technology story, because I think we're redefining hair drying, and we're going to make stylists, which are our number one partners where we were born, very, very happy with this technology we're providing them with.